So, I have a confession to make. Me and my buddy, Killer Tacos, have a really kind of horrible guilty pleasure in that we love to play For Honor, but when we're playing duos, every now and again, the mood strikes us to where we decide we're going to be the most toxic people on the game. But I should clarify, I don't mean toxic as in being rude and like verbally harassing people. I mean toxic as in it is our sole objective to try and ledge both of our opponents no matter what the cost. And the reason why that's funny is because my buddy hasn't really played a whole lot. He uses Peacekeeper, but he's not the best with it yet. He's still pretty new to the game. So a lot of the time, us trying to do this ends up just giving the opponents a free win. But every time we do manage to do it, it's the funniest thing in the world in our opinion. And we fully accept that in most scenarios, if we didn't do this to the enemies, they would probably win because he's kind of new and I'm a bit rusty. So just the fact that we are able to edge out those wins sometimes by using utter just nonsense is so much fun for us. But I just felt the need to explain that to clarify that we do not think we're absolute gods at this game who can't be beat. We understand what we're doing is pretty trolly, but that's the point of doing it for us. But with that being said, here are some of the best clips we got while doing it. These guys had been playing with us for a while. They were absolute troopers, and I will fully admit a couple of times they absolutely destroyed us. One of them is nasty with Kensei. But here, I managed to kick them both off pretty quick, and it was for the win, so I thought it was hilarious. This one was good because it makes you kind of think there's almost a little bit of strategy to ledging people, you know, because I make him think I'm going to double team his teammate, but really I just wanted to get him to a different ledge so he wouldn't think I'd be going for it again, and it worked out pretty well actually. In my opinion, this is the worst thing I've ever done on For Honor. Not to this kid right here who I just killed, but this guy right here. I actually felt kind of bad after doing this, and I realized I could do it right there when I whiffed my second palm strike. I'm like, wait a minute, if I can get him into a corner, can I just do this repeatedly without stopping because it uses so little stamina? And as it would turn out, you can absolutely do that with Tiandi. It is insane how much you control with this character. I love it. And right here, I honestly felt so bad, but it was also one of the funniest things I've ever done to somebody in this game. And I even hesitate at 1 second to make him think he's safe, and then I do it again. And I think that's one of my favorite things about For Honor. It's a really fun game, and whenever you want to go try hard in it, it's challenging and it's cool. It's a very unique fighting game. But whenever you do want to just troll people, there are so many ways to do it. It's a lot of fun. This one was just a nice little ledge I got because I baited him to us. And I think it's funny because I think as soon as I dodge a certain way for an attack, I think people realize exactly what I'm going for. And here it just was unfortunate that I got the parry off on him. This one was another case of me just being horrible to people, and I ended up getting him to a wall eventually, and was able to do the same thing I did to that poor Aramusha. But I felt less bad about this one because from the start, they were fine with just fighting like it was a regular 2v2, meaning they didn't want to do like, alright, you fight him while I fight you. They were fine with whatever. So I felt a little less bad, but I still realized that it's pretty toxic for me just to spam this one move just to mess with people. But it's just so much fun. As soon as you get them into the right spot on the wall, there's just almost nothing they can do. And I do have to respect this guy. I'm not real advanced with my knowledge of For Honor, but I'm pretty sure this is a pretty low tier character, and he was honestly not doing bad at all with him. So honestly, kudos to that. And the only reason why Tacos isn't also helping me bully this kid is because I really wanted to do that palm strike more to him, so I told him just to lay off for a second. You know, I told my attack dog to just calm down. And again, the most effective way to get somebody to a ledge is make them think you're immediately going for their teammate. It works damn near every time. The fights against these kids were actually pretty good. They, like the other people we had fought, were fine with doing like the just random 2v2s. Nobody has to fight one guy, you just fight whoever you want, which I honestly like. I think it makes it fun because I like assassin characters, and it opens up the option to like try and deflect a lot more. But other than that, I was kind of toxic here because after I stab him, I realized he's gonna bleed out, so I'm just like, ah, fuck it, I'll go fight the other guy now, and just leave him, which I bet just had to have made him pretty mad. But they definitely expected us to do it again, so I was able to just ledge this guy because he rushed so hard. And I included this clip because my buddy said that after I got kicked in the fire, it made me look like Scorpion because I was using Shinobi, and I had to agree, I thought it looked pretty cool. Another way I like messing with people with Tiandi is just doing his dodge heavy just a bunch of times to where they think I'm gonna let it fly, but then I just keep spamming it. It's just really fun to watch how confused they get because they realize he probably could have hit me there, but he's just being an idiot and having fun. And I had to include the execution my friend got because he had actually worked pretty hard to get it, and I think it's one of my favorite Peacekeeper executions they have, honestly. And here I just Falcon kick him off the ledge again. This one was pretty funny because I really enjoy the times when they like get smart to what I'm trying to do, so it becomes a lot more of a challenge to try and ledge them. It makes it a lot harder and honestly a lot more rewarding whenever you finally pull it off. These are actually the same kids from before who were using Warlord, and I can't remember who the other one was, but it was funny because both teams had just been using the geysers a lot to try to kill each other, and it was a lot of fun. And I like how a couple times it almost looks choreographed with what we do. Like, I guard break him, kick him into the geyser, and then my buddy is already on him with his light attack to finish him off. And I just thought that looked kind of funny and cool. I actually have to give mad respect to these kids. Even though I hate Berserker because it's an assassin with hyper armor, they were absolutely kicking our teeth in. But we managed to get him a couple of times, and I was determined to win the game with the ledge. And I wanted to do it at that specific spot on the right, so I was really happy when I pulled it off. Tiandi's obviously my go-to whenever I'm wanting to mess with people, but I think Shaolin's a close second because it's just a lot of fun using his kicks and his range to mess with people too. And that ranged guard break he has is just annoying and nasty, and I can understand why people get mad at it. But all in all, I just want to say, if you're watching this video and you ended up being one of these kids, we are absolutely sorry, and we understand that this does not make us better than you. It was just a hell of a lot of fun.